Hello there guys, it's me again, Unstable Voltage, and welcome to episode 25 of Xenonauts. We've suffered a few casualties again. We are slowly making our way through this alien invasion, but it seems like every time we push them, they push back even harder. We've got a few people waiting to recover. We have a few aircraft that are currently out of commission, or very nearly out of commission. We do have some money, but in the last video we did lose North America's funding, which is going to set us back quite a bit. It may be time for us to go and take out this alien base over here. We could certainly do with the money from it, but as things are currently progressing, our engineers are working on building us some plasma carbines, which are essentially the shotguns. I was originally going to sell the laser weaponry off once these were completed, but then I figured we don't actually have enough weaponry to supply all of our troops, which is going to be even more so important when we get the larger dropship. And our scientists are currently working on the heavy plasma weapons, although at some point we probably should go for alien reactor and see what we can get out of that. But for the time being, we're going to carry on. I would like at least some of my soldiers to get healed up before we go and attempt that alien base. Of course, there's every chance that we are going to get a massive wave of UFOs in the meantime. If that does happen, I will do my very best just to remove them and airstrike them down just so we get the money. Now, we have managed to research the Heavy Fighter UFO. The Heavy Fighter is a small alien air superiority craft. It is much tougher than the Fighter UFO and possesses weapon systems capable of shredding a conventional interceptor such as the Condor in moments. So our Condors now are pretty much becoming vastly obsolete, and we really do need to get those, can't remember what they're called, the other ships that we have. We need to get them done as the Corsairs, get those up and running as soon as possible everywhere. The wings of the vessel house the most of the vital systems, avionics, thrusters and weapons, with surviving fragments suggesting that all of these are significantly more advanced than their equivalents for the basic fighter. It seems the craft houses a reactor in each wing, making significantly more power available to various components. This is probably what makes the Heavy Fighter so much more formidable than its predecessor. Dismantling the central saucer reveals the identity of the pilots. A harridan lies sealed inside the craft's saucer, curled into the fetal position and plugged directly into the UFO sensors and control systems. The creature's armor draws power from the craft's reactor and provides all the required life support functions, making it likely that the pilots are permanently incarcerated within their craft when built. How delightful. So, this is even more why we need money, just so we can start building the better interceptors. The better interceptors is what's going to win this war for us, I think. Let's just have a quick look in the barracks, see how people are progressing. There's a few people that have recovered. 93, 92, how long are these people going to be out for? Does it actually tell us? Can we find out how many days? Don't think it actually tells us how many more days they're going to be out for. I would like to get everybody up to full health. We can obviously take a couple of rookies along with us to the alien base. It's not going to be a terrible idea, but I don't want to take a team of just rookies. That would be a potentially terrible idea. So I'm just going to keep slowing things down. Just keep checking. We're at 98, 96 and 96. Peter is going to be out, so we are going to have to find an extra person to fill his boots for a mission or two. And the plasma carbines have actually been constructed. Okay, this is actually quite good. So what we've got to decide now is what we are going to do. Are we going to produce a plasma something else? We probably should produce some plasma rifles. So I think we're going to get 4 of those on the burn. That is going to use pretty much all of the money we have, though, which isn't ideal. But we do need the better weaponry. But we also need the better craft. So I'm a little bit torn about what to get. Let's just go for 2 for now, and we can test them out. We're not going to get them anytime soon, though, so that's not too much of a problem. What is everybody's health up to? Still 98 and 98, so not quite there yet. Let's give people another day if we can get away with doing so. Obviously, it doesn't matter whether we attack the alien base at day or night because it is indoors. The research on heavy plasma weapons is doing excellently. Everybody is now fully healed. So we do need somebody else to replace Peter, who was a standard rifleman. And I think we'd like somebody with relatively good accuracy. Spencer does have good accuracy. Bobby, Fat Bob's replacement. You do actually have some decent time units and relatively decent accuracy. So this may be your time to shine. So let's go into equipping our troops. Make sure everybody has everything they are supposed to have. Heavy, rifleman, sniper, assault, and I think you need a better weapon than that. Do we have the spare? Laser rifle. Yes, we do. Let's give you that. Actually, we could just go equip default role equipment. You're slightly overweight, so let's get rid of the demo charge. And what we're going to do as well now is we're going to go to our assaults. And you guys get an upgrade. You get yourselves this swish-looking plasma carbine. Look at that. And let's give you the appropriate ammo types for it. As much as we can safely carry. Let's make this our default equipment. And let's go down to Missy and equip default equipment. You're slightly over the weight limit, so let's take that away from you. And there we go. We have the plasma carbines. These plasma weapons actually look really, really cool. Be good to get these up and running. So that's everybody pretty much ready to go. So we are going to send Charlie... Oh, no, we're not. I always forget to do this on every... No, it doesn't matter. I was about to say, one thing I did need to do is go in here and put people on the dropship in the right order. But as we're actually going into the alien base, it doesn't actually make any difference. Although, everybody is in the order they are supposed to be in anyway. So quite happy with that. So let's go ahead and assault this alien base. Now, what is the aircraft capability of our ships in Indonesia? Everything is at full health. I think what I'm going to do, call me paranoid, but I am paranoid, is I am going to, if I can work out how to do this, I'm going to launch the Corsair and the Foxtrot. And just have them sit there for a minute or two. It's probably a little bit early to send them. The main reason I wanted them there is I didn't want any UFOs to turn up and shoot down my dropship while it was trying to arrive at the base, because that could have been quite annoying. But, alas, we have arrived. We are going to engage in the mission. We don't know what type of aliens that we are going to encounter here, although we do know from previous experience that we have had seasons and we have had androns. We haven't seen the Harridans here yet, or the reptile-looking things, but I'm sure we will. So, assault guys. This is the deployment phase. Assault guys either side of the door facing it. They would be better in cover, I suppose, but we do get the first turn, remember, so it's not all terrible. In fact, we do get the first turn, so there's no point crouching, because crouching just means we take an extra turn moving. Other people are going to get into cover with a view on firing, definitely. Shadowhawk, you're going to go there, because then you potentially can fire down the corridor should you need to do so. Everybody else is just going to get into cover where possible. There is a side door here, actually. We don't normally have a secondary door to deal with. We are going to have to go and have a look through that. So we'll move Garrett up here so he can face down that way and potentially deal with anything that comes through that door. And we'll get James on that side. So let's end the turn. Now we get to start. We go first. So let's open this door. Wow, we actually have a hangar. This is the first time we have encountered this in an alien base. Maybe it's because we've actually left this base longer and they've had time to build, because so far every alien base that we have encountered is actually been quite small and the same, or at least very similar in layout. Okay, doesn't appear to be anybody in the hangar. So going to try and put James here in a position that he can deal with any problems. And Bobby, you're going to go around this corner. It is quite a long hangar, actually. There could be something behind there, but I think you guys may be okay. Let's go ahead and have a look through door number 2, and we are up against Androns. Hardly surprising. We're going to see if we can take the shot with Shadowhawk. You don't actually have a shot because you're in slightly the wrong position. Yeah, everybody's very blocked from taking that shot, which is quite a bit of a pain. So I think what we're actually going to do is close the door on this turn. We'll give them another turn to move up. Move some people into a more covered position. I think we'll actually get Garrett round on this side as well. I don't suppose it will hurt to have ourselves a sniper down over here. A bit worried that something might be able to come up or down or around from behind this ship. We will have to check that out. Arcane Cannon. I think we will keep you up with the main group at this point. Let's end the turn. Give the aliens a chance to reshuffle. It might mean that they get themselves in a slightly easier position to hit. Particularly that one that was hiding in that room. But at least we know what we're up against alien-wise. Now, we can't actually see him now, which is slightly annoying. We seize him now. Oh, wow, they've got some sort of medical lab here. We haven't seen this before. Let's just take one more step, just so we can check the corners of the room. And I'm so glad I did, because there is another guy in there. Now, I can take a shot at him. Using 37 time units would give me a 37% chance to hit him. And it would allow me to get back through the door. So, let's take the shot. With our new plasma carbine, we miss, take return fire, and get hit. And as usual, Missy is injured. So, let's get around there and let's close the door. You don't have a lot of luck really, do you, Missy? Didn't want to crouch there. What I actually wanted to do was medipack and put as much healing on Missy as possible. That's as much healing as Missy can have, so you might as well swap back to your weapon. Well, that wasn't the best play I have ever made. Tempted to use James to go and scout out behind the UFO, simply because James has the majority time units here. Nothing behind the UFO. We do have another door. And we've actually found the power reactor room, which is ideal. We're going to get Bobby to poke his head in the door. And we instantly find ourselves up against another Andron. I'm going to move Garrett over here. Maybe he can take the shot. Let's just move Bobby over to this side. We still see it. You see, this must be a bug. You're not supposed to take cover from an item that is directly in front of you, and that's providing a 100% block chance. That isn't right. Only got a 46% chance to hit. We're going to take it. We do hit. Wasn't enough to kill him, unfortunately. We're going to see if we can actually take a hit with Bob. We get a 46% chance to hit again, and that was absolutely terrible. You might as well just crouch down and hope you survive. James, we're just going to pull you back around the corner slightly. Not an awful lot we can do there. And we will just end the turn here. Right, you're stomping your way through. Wow, they're very accurate soldiers. These things very accurate. There's a room surface in there that we haven't seen before, so that's going to be quite an interesting base. Not happy with the amount of damage we are taking already. Garrett is bleeding, which certainly doesn't help matters much. The question is, can he actually hit? 72% chance to take that shot. Let us take it. And let us get you around this corner to safety. Bob, do you have a medikit? Yes, you do. You're going to equip that. And you're going to get around here. And you are going to put the heals on to Garrett. You're as healed as you can be. And you probably don't have enough time units to switch back to your weapon. So hopefully we'll be okay on this turn. James, you're going to have to play it brave. Ah, yes. Don't want that really, do we? We are going to go onto a snapshot. 61 time units. We're just going to crouch and just hope that we can get all 3 shots off. And we do. That is 1 dead. Doesn't look like there's another in the room. But let's get out of there anyway. Well, that could have been nasty. And let's leave those people there. We need to open this door. In fact, we'll actually use Missy. Hello. 80% chance. Thank you. Now, we do know that there is another one in there. I'm going to use Cherry just to sort of scout a little bit. I don't want to move her too far. Ah, yes, he's right over there in the back. Can any of our snipers reach him from there? There's probably far too much in the way. Yeah, there's an awful lot of junk in the way here. Going to start to move some people forward, though. And hopefully we can do something to him later. I think we'll also get Arcane Cannon forwards as well. Try and keep Missy at the back a little bit because she's not in a fantastic position right now. But we do need to start getting these rooms cleared as quickly as we can. Okay, let's end the turn. He is stomping towards us. He may take a shot. No, he's just going to derp around in the corner. That's fine. I can live with that. Okay, so we does anyone have a line of sight on him at all? 0, 0, 0. Basically, there is too much crap in this room to get near hitting him. Well, I guess he's got the same problem. So let's try and deal with this situation first then. Swap you around. Let's have a little look. Incoming shot. And we see ourselves another Andron. Right, you are going to move 1 space out of the way. This is where I need you to be on top form here, Garrett. 54, 72, let's duck. 54, 86% chance to hit. There we go, scratch 1 bad guy. Let's just move you out from the line of sight of the door. Right, James, this is where you're going to have to brave up again. Okay, looks like this room is actually empty, and it doesn't look like there is a way through. There is one of those little passageways that you can destroy, but at least it means that this room is secure. There's no extra ways in or out, which means unless there's teleporting aliens, like the Firaxis version, we should be safe in this room. So we're going to start moving people into a better position, although that's not a better position because now you can't duck. We need to do something about this guy. And I don't think there's anywhere we can go where we are going to have a line of sight that we can do anything useful with. Can't even throw a grenade in anywhere. We could attempt to go for some cover with Steven. The chances of us actually hitting it, though, are slim. Well, we've successfully destroyed some of the cover, which is probably going to cause us more problems than anything else. Although we have given Arcane Cannon a chance to hit. 48% chance to hit there. Well, we actually got a hit. 29% chance to hit there. We missed on that occasion. What about Shadowhawk? Let's take your lowest percent and destroy that somewhat. Does that give you 24% chance to hit? Let's take it. No, unfortunately that didn't help matters out much. I think Missy's not that low on health, but I don't want to get her killed. But I think we will leave her behind the door just for the time being. Let's see what he does. He actually hasn't returned fire. He's moving further back. The door opened. Not sure if it was him that opened it or if there was something else in that room. But that's the room that connects to the room that we could see through that door. So we're going to have to go through here and be careful. We'll put James onto normal shot mode. And we'll get James to have a look because time units. Okay, we have one of those things. That is not the end of the world for us anyway. So, in fact, I think we'll try and get Garrett to take the shot. because he is our sniper. That's what he does. Let's crouch you down. 86% chance. Got a hit, but didn't get the kill on it. So let's go for James with your best shot. 55 time units you can afford to crouch. You're not in cover there, though, but... So that is 96% chance, 69% chance to hit. That is that unit down there. And I'm just going to use Bobby just to explore the room. So yeah, that's that doorway that goes through into the power core room, which you can blow a hole through, but it's not an issue to us at the moment. Let's just move people into cover where it is possible to do so. Just in case anything comes through that door. You can crouch down. We've still got this annoying Muppet to deal with. Most people still don't have a shot at all. You do still have a chance to hit, so let's go with that. Yeah, wasn't a very good chance, I admit. Arcane Cannon, very low percent chance, but take the shot anyway. You actually hit him. Caused him to turn, didn't kill. Let's take another shot. Yeah, that missed. We're actually, all we're doing here is destroying cover. Okay, Shadowhawk, 38% chance. And he is down. That's what we wanted. We've got a locked door over here, which we need to be very mindful of. I don't think these locked doors ever actually open. There usually are things behind them, so I believe they can be destroyed with explosives and rockets and so forth, but I don't think that anything ever opens them. I don't think the aliens can unlock them. So let's end the turn. Yeah, I thought there was one near that door somewhere. That's why the door opened on the previous turn. Oh, well, again, still not the end of the world. It's in a bit of a position that makes it difficult to hit, though. So much cover in this room. It's unbelievable. Okay, Stephen, do your usual thing of destroying all the cover in the room and not actually hitting anything else. Oh, you did? Fantastic. Can you reload? No, you don't even have enough time to do that. Shadowhawk, do you have any chance at all? 38%. Then you missed. You don't even get a second shot. Okay, Arcane, what about you? 21%. And you missed. Okay, Cherry, can you get a grenade anywhere near him? No, not at all. Okay, so we'll be probably losing some people over there. James, moving forwards is your thing. Crouch down. Also going to move Garrett here, so we've got a better line of sight through that corridor. I'm hoping the thing is going to jump out at us. Interestingly, even though we are indoors, it still counts as a night mission. The game has still given us flares. Although there are so many artificial light sources in here, it doesn't really matter. Right, now you're probably going to take your shots at Cherry, which is annoying. No, you've chosen not to. Okay, that's good. I don't mind these bases too much if they are pretty much in a straight line and I don't have to split the troops up too much. So hopefully we won't have to go out in this direction, which could be good. You only have a 15% chance to hit, which is terrible at best. So we're going to move you over here, which is probably just put you more in people's line of sight. You can't actually see him now. Right, okay. Shadowhawk, you're 100% blocked. Stephen, you need to reload. Arcane Cannon, you are 100% blocked and you're just going to hit Sweet Cherry Pie if you attempt to take a shot. So Arcane, let's move you forwards. Not the best cover, I appreciate, but I'm just trying to try and get people in positions where they may be able to, at some point, cause some damage and not just be blocked by all of the stuff in this flipping base, because it's annoying at the moment. Shadowhawk, we need to get you into a more favourable position as well. Still really tempted to hang back with Missy because she is still wounded. So you can go over there and hide in that corner. You guys have... oh, it's the next turn, so you guys are back at full movement. So, James. Let's go and have a look what's behind door number 2. Okay, so we have a red room of death. We have one of these annoying floaty thingies, which isn't a major problem. Let's take one step further forward, look in both directions. So everybody ultimately is going to end up coming through this room anyways. We're going to assume there probably is something through that door, but we're not going to be dealing with that one anytime soon. Don't want to have to deal with that thing just yet either, so I'm going to call James back and going to close the door. He's going to crouch, however, and get ready for it in case it comes through, as is Bob. And I think, I admit, these guys are in absolutely no cover whatsoever here, and I'm hoping that nothing comes through the door, but we'll have to see how well that works out. Let's end the turn. You're marching around. You may go for Sweet Cherry Pie. I hope you don't. You are doing, because you're a complete and utter gimp. Looks like you only got the one shot, though. I'm fine with that. Okay, so, now, you definitely need to be taken out. 95% chance to hit. He is down. Shadowhawk, do you have a first aid kit? No, you don't. Arcane, do you? Yes, you do. So, Arcane, you are going to go over here. You are going to equip your first aid kit, and you are going to do as much healing as you can. We'll keep the kit equipped because you need to do a little bit more on the next turn. In fact, yep, you can still get a few more points out of you, so we're going to leave you there. We are going to take Shadowhawk and get him opposite this door. Turn and crouch. We're going to move Stephen up to the breach. And crouch. And even though she's a little bit shot up, we're going to move Missy forwards as well. I think as well, we also need to start getting pretty much everybody upgraded to this better armor. I know for the longest time, I've only been using it on my assault guys, but I think we're in the position now where we really need to make sure that absolutely everybody has this. So let's get Bobby to open the door, and we are instantly greeted with an Andron, which is a lot more of a pain than the hubcap, although we can hit the hubcap, so that's the shot we're going to take. We hit it, we didn't kill it, we'll take the second shot. Okay, that's the hubcap down. We do need to deal with the Andron. James, I can't believe how blocked that is. What chance do you have of getting a grenade over there? 64% chance. Take it. And it did land where it needed to. Bobby, you can't hit either, so we are going to close the door. And end the turn. Well, it definitely did some damage to it. I'm not convinced that it killed it, but we may have taken its cover out. So it's time to have a look. So, Bobby, you're going to open the door. I'm going to assume that's the same one. It's still in a lot of cover, but we're going to take the shot. And it is dead. We only did 29 damage and it died. That must have been the one that we'd already hit with the grenade. Just having a little quick look around here. Want to make sure there is nothing else in this room that is going to give me a nasty surprise. Looks like the room is clear. He says as he spots an Andron in another room. Should be safe there, though. The Andron shouldn't have too much of a line of sight on you. We can move Garrett. Garrett's actually out of ammo. But we can move Garrett up behind here, which will potentially give you a better chance of hitting him later on. And Bobby, let's get you up behind this door. So, while there may be a... We've actually uncovered the rest of the ship now. The rest of the base. I'm not sure why this happens. It's only supposed to happen when you get into and keep the control room under your control for a certain period of time. This little room over here with the locked door is one of the teleporter rooms, so we could just break into there and teleport straight through into here, but I think it's going to be far easier for us to just try and clear these rooms out. We could also breach and get into the control room from behind, but that's a very narrow door, so we may go through here, work our way around, and I think we will be okay. That's the plan anyway. So let us start getting some people through this door. We're just going to have a look and make sure that there's nobody else around here, and there isn't. Let's get Stephen in. Hopefully we're not going to have too much of a problem from that Andron over there. Shadowhawk, let's get you over here and call it safe. I really hope that it is. And again, I still want to keep Missy relatively safe. I want to keep her with the team because having an extra gun is always useful, but at the same time, I don't want to put her in a position where she's going to end up getting herself killed needlessly, because that's already happened a few times. So, we are going to also bring Sweet Cherry Pie forwards, actually just to there, because it's a little bit safer. And Arcane, you're going to move up into a similar position. Only one alien on the radar, pretty much our entire team is facing him down. He is stomping his way into the room, not sure we're going to get any reaction shots. This is the annoying thing with Androns. They don't take cover, but there's so much junk in these bases that pretty much everywhere they go is cover. Garrett's going to take an 86% chance to hit and miss. Now he's out of time. James is going to take a 69% chance to hit, and he does hit. There's very little damage. Let's take a 43% chance and miss again. This is not good. Bobby, what about you? You only have you've got too much stuff in your way. Let's move you around here. Now you have a 46% chance to hit. If we get you to duck, you have a 55% chance. And again, we have another miss. Thank you very much. Stephen needs 78 for a burst shot. That would only leave us with 65. I'll move him up a little bit. That leaves him enough for a burst shot if that thing comes around the corner. Shadowhawk needs 55 for an aimed shot. Anywhere I can put Shadowhawk puts him out of range. So we're going to crouch down there. No one else realistically can take a decently aimed shot at this point, which is really annoying. Guess I could move Arcane Cannon forwards a little. 20% chance, 43 time units. If we duck, we get a 24% chance. Did we just actually hit Bob in the back of the head? Oh dear. Okay, let's end the turn and see what happens. Probably going to come down here and just kill somebody outright. They have a lot of time units. And we have a death. Who was that? Somebody died again. We have Shadowhawk. Right, we have our 2 assaults, so it was a rifleman. Wow, it was actually James. And that's bad, because James was our best shot. He was our marksman. And this thing is just surviving everything you throw at it. Look, it's taking no damage. Tempted to call shenanigans here. Okay, Garrett, take your best shot. At least he is finally down. Very, very disappointed in that performance there now that I've lost one of my better soldiers. That was absolutely horrible thing to have to go through. Don't see anything in that room as yet. Start moving people forwards. We are going to have to assault it. You've moved. Missy, you're going to move up. This game, sometimes, seriously though. Very, very disappointed by that. Almost to the point where if I wasn't actually just doing this as a let's play, as a video that I'm recording, I would have probably reloaded at that point. Because I just think that is... It happens though, I suppose. I mean, I've seen successful games. I've seen people play and be successful where they have lost soldiers on like every single turn or every single round. You know, they never come back with a full squad. And it is one of those things. So I shouldn't be too worried about it. It's always annoying to lose... It's always annoying to lose one of your really good soldiers. One of the ones you've had from the beginning. One that has a lot of promotion. You know, it's always worse than just losing a rookie. But what can you do? You can't do anything there anyway. So in fact, we might as well just move you into cover. Would make more sense. It's not like you can hit anything. Let's get Cherry around here at the side of the door. Again, you won't really be able to do anything, but at least you're in position should something kick off. Move Shadow over here. Again, he won't be in a position to do anything, but at least he will be in more of a position to get through the door. Wow, I'm actually amazed you can get all the way over there, but let's do that. At least the layout of this particular base does allow us to move pretty much all of our men together, which is potentially useful. Now, I think James did have full health, so it is possible that he could survive the mission. He's not necessarily dead yet, but he probably is, because that's just my luck. Right, so. Okay. Nothing much happened there. We do need to go and have a look inside. And we spot ourselves one alien. We've got a 0% chance to hit, because that's the way this game works. Everybody has a 0% chance to hit. So let's close the door. Let's get people to crouch. Probably not Garrett. Let's just stack some people up behind the door, so if that alien comes through, hopefully somebody's going to get a reaction shot onto it. You need 78 for a shot, so you can't really take any from there. You should stay there. You should definitely start moving down towards the door. Let's end the turn there and see what it does. Is it going to come after us? Is it going to open the door? It didn't. We have to assume it is still in the room. There it is, right there. Still got a lot of block. We could come over here. It's going to take a reaction shot. It does hit a little bit. It has some sort of shotgun. That would leave us 38. Not enough for an aim shot, sadly, but we could take that 58% chance. And we actually missed, which was terrible. Leaves us with 7. We can get out of the way. Cherry, what can you do here? Can you get over here and take a good shot in its face? 70% chance to hit. And it didn't work out as well as we'd have liked to. Take another shot. There we go. It is down. Do you have to be... You're completely out of time units now, and there could still be something else in this room. Well, certainly in the teleporter rooms. We are going to have to go and check that, which we'll probably do with Arcane Cannon. We are going to move everybody else up. Going to have somebody watching that corridor. That is where most of them are going to come from. That is almost guaranteed. And in fact, although it doesn't leave you with an awful lot of time units, we are going to move you around to and behind that door. Shadowhawk. Going to need your superior marksmanship. Because if James truly is dead, then you are probably our best shot. Although Garrett is probably right up there with you. Let's move Garrett to there. Crouch. I think that's everybody moved. Whenever we come out with these base missions, I mean, so far they've all been successful, but the people that we do them with end up getting very shot up. So we're going to have a very quick and cheeky look in the teleporter room. There's nothing in here. So we're going to take some cover. We will poke our head through the teleporter room shortly, just to see what's through there. Other people are going to start making... In fact, you can go to there, because then you can... No, there. You can sort of see down the corridor. Stephen, you're probably going to be okay here in this corner. And crouch. Cherry, you're going to go over here. Get a bit of line of sight. Garrett, you're going to stack up because you might have to go down here at some point and deal with whatever nasty things might come out of that corridor. And Bobby, let's get you up to relative safety. Crouch. And think we're good. Let's end the turn. Right, first things first, let us get Arcane Cannon over here. Now, we should have enough time units to get on the pad, have a look around, and then retreat. Doesn't look like there's anything in here. Nope, nothing hiding in there, so we can safely bring Arcane Cannon back. So, anything that's left is in this corridor or in this room, which is really, really useful to know. Okay, Missy. Who has the most health? Missy, oddly. I just want to poke my head around to see if there's anything there. Don't want to lose my head. So you're going to stay there. You're going to crouch. You didn't have a lot of time units. So you're going to get to there. You're going to turn and crouch. Garrett, you're going to get over here. And I know you're not technically in cover, but you might have a shot at something. Stephen, you're going to hug this wall so that you can move in and take a shot if need be. Bobby, you're going to be over here as some support for Garrett. You could do with a heal, actually, so we might hang you back. And Shadowhawk, let's just start moving you forwards in case we need you. Okay, let's end the turn, see what happens. Still hear doors opening and closing. So it's probably this door, because it's the only door that we can currently still see. Okay, at the moment we still don't see anything. Trying to avoid putting people in spots that are too risky at the moment, but there's the door again. Okay, Missy, 62 time units to get to the corner. Someone takes a shot at us. It is the purple guy. 36 time units, 73% chance to hit. We're going to take it, and at least it is down. Now, we can't get you all the way to safety, so we're going to get you here. We're going to crouch you. We're going to get you to turn. It's the best we can do. We're also going to get Sweet Cherry Pie over here for some extra firepower and to present them with a second target should they be cheeky enough to try and come around the corner. And let's get Stephen up here. Hopefully Stephen's going to survive, but we could put some pressure on if we need to be. There's at least one alien left because the mission hasn't ended. Okay, Missy did take a little bit more damage there, but we can have another cheeky look. We can actually open the door. Is that the dead one? Almost looks like it's still there. Oh, didn't want to do that. I was actually trying to turn. 67% chance to hit. I did. I really shouldn't though, because now I've left Missy in a very bad position. Because I don't think I can get anybody over here to do anything to help. Could present it with multiple targets. Garrett would have to be the luckiest man alive to make this shot. 62% chance. Garrett, you are a god among men. James did unfortunately not survive that mission, and that is a real pain because he was a really good soldier and a really good shot. But we did kill all the aliens and got a fair bit of alien alloys from that, and another 91,000. So that was pretty bad for us, but not the end of the world. Let's see if we can hire another soldier. It is a new month, so we should have some people to choose from. What else is really annoying about that is that James had a huge amount of time units, which has now been lost. Your accuracy is not terrible. You've certainly got some of the best time units and hit points there. I think we're actually going to take Gergo or Gerjo there, because you have decent bravery, so it makes him very resistant to sort of psionic attack. He's the most brave person out of the whole list there. He's not the most accurate, but I'm also weighing up the fact that he has a lot of hit points and decent time units too. So we're going to hire you, and you will be... Oh, high selected. You will be the replacement for James. And let's bring Charlie 1 back to base. And there we go. So that is at least another enemy base destroyed. Science is still going well. Manufacturing, we are working on those plasma rifles. We're probably going to need 4, but I'm trying to decide what to do with my money. Do I completely get rid of the Condors and just build the Corsairs? Because the Corsairs are quite expensive. Or do we build ourselves the improved dropship? I'm starting to think it's time to look at the dropship, because it has been a little while. We'll probably get the weapons done first. I think they are of the most important. We've got a lot of people out for the count at the moment, so it's going to take some time before everybody is able to fully recuperate from the loss of fallen comrades, but, well, that's Xenonauts for you. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you're still enjoying Xenonauts, and I'll see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.